So the prefrontal cortex is very important. It's the brain's executive center. The PFC draws together information from all over the brain. So when you're having amygdala hijack, like this guy's not treating me right, I'm so pissed off I could slug him. I'm sure it never happens here, but just hypothetically if you ever did. That impulse goes up to the executive center and it scans all other incoming information. It kind of Googles the brain very quickly. And it comes up with that crucial fact you need to know now, like, oh, but this is your boss. So I'm not going to slug him, I'm going to smile and change the subject. And that is exactly the difference between purely cortical abilities, which operate solely in the top of the brain, the neocortex, that's where the IQ resides, and emotional intelligence abilities, which integrate the executive center and the emotional centers, because it's not just the amygdala, it's an extended network through the hippocampus and other elements. The amygdala is very widely connected throughout the brain. So when I talk about emotional intelligence, at the neural level, I'm talking about this neocortical, actually prefrontal, subcortical integration of abilities. Now, there are 4 parts to emotional intelligence, or 4 different domains. The first 2, oh, I forgot something really important. Prefrontal cortex, while I'm on the subject, it turns out that when the amygdala hijacks, it drives and takes over the right side of the prefrontal cortex. If you do a brain imaging, when someone's having a hijack, someone's really scared or angry, you see a lot of activity in the amygdala and related circuits, and a lot of activity on the right. When we're feeling good, we're having a great day, we're good energy, I can take on anything, I'm very enthusiastic, and so on, you see a very different picture in the prefrontal cortex. The right is quiet, and the left is highly active. Each of us, it's been discovered by a fellow named Richard Davidson at the University of Wisconsin, each of us has a resting ratio of right to left activation that predicts quite accurately our mood range day to day. There's a bell curve for it. Most of us are in the middle. We have good days, we have bad days. If you're very far to the right, it means that you're probably clinically depressed or have an anxiety disorder. If you're very far to the left, things just roll off you. You hardly ever have a bad day. And what the left does, that the right does not do, is have an inhibitory circuit for the amygdala. So the amygdala sends out these thoughts that could become what are called depressogenic thoughts, something really upsetting, or that could provoke anxiety or make you really angry. And the left prefrontal cortex basically says, shut up. I don't need to hear that now. And it calms the amygdala. So people who have this ability have more good days, more high energy, more self-confidence, more enthusiasm, and better moods, basically.